Does anyone know where the professor is? He asked me to meet him at his house. Well, this is kind of awkward. He thought he was gonna be here, so... What? Hey, Professor! Oh, good, we've been waiting for you. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Hello, everyone, and welcome to Science Station with Professor I Knows a Lot. I'm his assistant, Ned, and this is, of course... Professor, don't you want to introduce yourself to the kids watching? You, want to play charades? Your tongue, your throat, your chin, your mustache. Oh, your voice. Okay, yeah. What about it? Oh, you lost your voice. Professor, what should we do? Me? No, I can't. I couldn't possibly. No. Professor Knows a Lot asked me to join him in his home because it's really a very simple experiment we're doing, one that you guys could try at home too. But first, let's practice safe science. I have my safety goggles, and of course, adult supervision. You want to make sure you do that. Really, this experiment's pretty easy to do, but it is just a little bit messy. So all you need is some Coca-Cola. It can be diet or regular, it really doesn't matter. But you've probably seen this demonstration before, but you might not know the science behind it. You see, inside a bottle of soda is carbon dioxide. Everybody take a big, deep breath in. Now let it out. Okay, when you do that, you're breathing out carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide is what is in a bottle of soda. If we could figure out a way to release all of those little bubbles very quickly, it'd be a pretty cool experiment, right? And that is where the oh-so-familiar Mentos comes in. You're going to have to get very close to the Mentos to really understand what's going on. A little bit closer, very, very close. Yes, well, a little bit closer, very, very close. Okay, no, really, you got to get really close. Ow! Oh, too close! That's better. Basically, on the surface of the Mentos, you have all these little holes in the surface that act as nucleation points. And that just means that there's little pits in the mint surface that allow the carbon dioxide bubbles to gather there, and then when enough carbon dioxide bubbles gather there, they can break the hydrogen bonds of the soda, and boom, when you have that happen, you get a mess. Yes, that's pretty much it. So that's been Diet Coke and Mentos, the experiment. Thank you, everyone. Right, that's it, Professor? No? What is this? Compassion? Oh, Professor, I know compassion is a big idea, and it's caring enough to do something about someone else's need, but I don't know what Diet Coke explosions have to do with compassion. Thinking compassion. Maybe if you see someone that's really thirsty, you could give them a drink of Diet Coke and Mentos. And well, yeah, that wouldn't be compassion at all. Actually, that'd be kind of be a jerk. Okay. So let's say that the Mentos represents you, and the soda represents people around you, and all the little nucleation points represent needs that you see in the people around you. Well, when you take the time to see those needs and then care about the people who have those needs, you take the time to help them out. Like, for instance, if you see a kid sitting alone at lunch, you would go over and sit by him because you want him to have a great lunchtime. Or maybe you see your teacher clean up after class and everybody else leaves. Well, you and your friends could stick around and help clean up. And by doing that, you allow compassion to be released. Like so. And well, that's just a lot of fun. How was that, Professor? Is that okay? Yeah. I'm glad that soda helped your throat. It's kind of gross.
Ooh. You know what, Ned? I think this flat diet cola has actually helped my voice.
Well, good.
Well, this is amazing. Ned, do you realize you just showed compassion on me?
Oh, well, it's no problem, Professor.
You saw sore throat need and you fixed it right up. What do you think would happen if the whole community would catch on to this big idea of compassion?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Maybe the whole world even.
Yeah, well, that'd be cool.
I mean, that would be cool if everyone would just see someone else's need and do something about it. Why, the whole world would be a different place.
Be like that, yeah. So.
What do you think? We could do a bigger experiment?
Well, Professor, that'd be fine, but I don't have any more soda, so I think that's all for now.
Oh,
everyone.
no,
Thank
Ned.
you for tuning
Ned,
in.
this is where I come in.
Well,
yeah, do you see? I see your need for some more stuff, and I can do something about it.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Compassion.
Well, okay, we decided to do the experiment one more time, but instead of one bottle of Coke, we decided to use about 5 gallons of cola, which is about 22 liters of cola at the store if you were to go pick it up. And instead of a handful of Mentos, we're using around 60. But let's just say that this represents compassion. Remember, you're the Mentos. This represents your school, your community, your world, and there's lots of people in it that need your help. And all those nucleation points are you caring enough about those people to do something about it. So let's see what happens when you put the big idea to work inside you to change the world around you. All right, here we go. 3, 2. Well, there you go. It's compassion. Caring enough to do something about someone else's need. It's pretty messy.